In case you're wondering what it looks like to come out of practice when it wasn't supposed to rain and it just started raining all of a sudden. Oh my god. Freaking soaked. My sweater is dripping. You can't. I kind of milked all of the water, well, most of it, but you get the point. Oh my god. Yeah, that shit was tough. Anyway, welcome or welcome back. We are joined today by my firstborn, Tigra. Say hi to your makushita. Say hello. Let's talk. So, I feel like I haven't really sat down and just made like one of these type of videos, one of these like monologue type videos. I'm not gonna feed into the parasocial relationship and say it's a chit chat, cause bitch, I'm the one talking. These past couple of days have been busy days. Busy. If not classwork, I'm in practice for an open gym or whatever, just practicing. So it's been quite a couple of weeks for me. And today was not my day. Today, the weather was not great. So when we were out practicing, I kid you not, it's like we did our warm up, and the moment we started playing, like practicing, like our first couple of drills, the rain started coming down on us, and it was windy, and it was cold, and it was just like, it's like arms raw, just ouch. So the conditions were not stellar, but you know what? It was good practice for whatever conditions we might get during the games, so that's cool, whatever. The main thing that was really throwing me off today was I didn't have my partner with me, so I was also like already having to adjust to not playing with my partner, because even though like other people on my team are used to like switching around and stuff, I kind of just stick with my partner. I've just been made to play with her, and I just play with her, so that's kind of how that goes. And today she wasn't there, so I had to like adapt to playing with other people, and it was an experience. Mostly just because like I'm so, you know, like I get comfortable with people, and then if I'm going with new people, I just feel like but it's okay. By the end, I was a little more myself, I guess you could say. I don't know, but okay, so there was that. And also today my passing for some reason just was not there. It's like passes left the chat. I don't understand why. Yesterday I was actually doing pretty decently. One of the girls at my open gym, we were like, hey, let's just hit to each other. You hit it at me and I receive a couple, then we switch and I hit it at you, you receive, like that. So we were just like boom, 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 and the other person like pass. And I was doing pretty good yesterday. So then when we started playing and my fucking shit was getting shanked everywhere, like flying off into the side, fucking despegándose in the outer space, I was like, what is wrong with me today? And I was so frustrated because I was like, my passing is not this trash. I know I'm better than this. What is this? So I was frustrated because I was like, dude, how am I even supposed to get a play started if my ass can't pass the ball to my partner, right? So I had to deal with the fact that my passing was just not too good. I had to like, I think I wasn't taking enough steps to get around it. So I was kind of just like getting fucking murked over here or here and shit like that instead of taking that extra step to get around the ball. So that was killing me today. And I was just like, dude, I don't understand why this is happening right now. And it was extra frustrating because here, let me give you a little like side tangent. Basically, anytime I'm not with my team and I'm just at like an open gym or playing like rev co-ed, yeah, whatever, and just playing, a lot of people, or at my clinics, or when I'm at the clinics and stuff, people have confused me to be a libero multiple times. Completely different people. They're like, oh, you play back row, oh, you're libero, oh, you're libero, blah blah blah, right? I'm guessing it's because like my passing is decent or whatever, but yeah, people confuse me for a libero all the time, when in reality, my ass is a middle blocker or a wing spiker. So it was literally like, I had a DS the last time I played. I did not see back row. That was uncharted territory. If I wasn't serving, I wasn't back row. But not with my team. With my team, I'm a bench warmer, so she wears multiple hats, right? Anyway, so today my passing was not it, and I was just so frustrated because I was like, bruh, like my passing is fine everywhere else. Why is it just trash right now? And so I was just trying to focus on other stuff instead of like collapsing on myself, getting like down in the dumps, because that has been my behavior pattern for don't know how many years, such a long time. But I recognize it and I'm trying to change it. because it's possible. So it's difficult. It's not a walk in the park having to change that type of thing. But since I've already gotten some practice with changing that pattern, I'm able to more easily lidiar with my shitty feelings, right? And today was just having to implement that practice into real life. My passing wasn't great. I was feeling kind of like, how am I supposed to get a play started? How am I supposed to have fun and like really like engage if I can't even keep the ball in play? Like, you're not even playing at that point because the ball's on the freaking floor. And I reminded myself, I was like, okay, you know what? I already know the tips that the coaches gave me, my partner gave me, get around it, take an extra step, do that type of thing. Like, I got it. And I tried to implement it, but for some reason it wasn't working too hot in the beginning. And I just asked my coach, I'm like, what can I do? Like, I'm so frustrated. My passing is not good. I don't know what it is. And my coach just reminded me, like, your partner and you, like you and your partner are consistent passers. You guys are littles. That's what they call us, because like we're shorter and we pass, right? And so they're like, you guys are littles. You guys are way more consistent with passing. Like, you guys are a good passing pair. Like, you guys pass well. And you just have to remember that sometimes there's just off days. And that really got me thinking. I was like, oh, yeah. Because I always feel that I don't want to make excuses for myself. I caught myself thinking before, like a while ago, like, I'll never be as good because these people did this, they did club, they do this. Like, I was getting in that oikawa mindset of my ass is gonna get beat by everybody because they're better than me, instead of just thinking, okay, you know, like Hinata, thinking like, what am I gonna do to get better right now in the conditions I'm in, blah blah blah. Like, what can I do to get better right now, instead of focusing on like why I'm trash and why I can't get better and like why I'm gonna be surpassed. So I was like, you know what, let me bring that back. You're right. I let myself have just a little bit of grace. And I was like, okay, you might just be having an off day. It is raining. There's wind everywhere. I'm not used to playing in those conditions. And also, I'm playing with people that I don't normally play with. So give yourself some damn grace. And even though it's been hard, I'm getting better at that. And it just feels strange to be so nice to myself, I guess. Because it feels like I'm making excuses. It feels like I am getting complacent by being like, oh, it's just an off day, or oh, this, whatever. Like, it just feels like an excuse. But I know it's not an excuse, because I know that the next practice, the next time I get to play, it's not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna carry that shitty practice, that shitty passing, not even shitty practice, the shitty passing and the shitty stuff that I did. I'm not going to carry that into the next one. I'm going to learn and adapt from it, right? And it's been quite the process to allow myself to do that, because previous versions of me in previous years have not allowed myself to do that. For such a long time, there existed a binary in my brain. Either you're good at something or you're bad at something, because that is all I was taught to see. I was just kind of programmed to see, yes, I'm good, the greatest, or I suck, I'm terrible, don't ever do that again. When there is so much that goes into the process of going from not knowing something to getting good at it and being consistent in it. And it's been quite the journey to go from one to the other. And it's just like, I'm in the middle, I'm in the process. I'm just by going and just by showing up, it's such a win from where I was a couple of years ago, where I thought it was over. So I am trying to remind myself that it's okay, it's fine. And we have a sports psychologist that works with us, and I don't know if she thought I was down or something. She's so sweet, I love her. But it was just kind of like a thing where she was trying to talk to me to like see like what's going on, like, you know. And I feel like in the end, the only thing that was going on in my brain, because I was more quiet and I was visibly just kind of like, because I was just watching the game that was going on in front of me, I feel like I did a good job at not falling into myself, you know. Like, it feels like you're trying to build something, like you're trying to put up a house and you just got the scaffolding, right? And the slightest wind is just gonna fucking knock that shit straight to the ground. Well, today I felt like I was able to protect my little building from just tumbling over. And I'm just so proud of that. I don't know if y'all even were able to like really get that visual, but like, it's like that behavior pattern is that flimsy little building. I'm trying to build that shit with sticks right now. It's getting better. Eventually it'll be more solid and I'll be able to really like overcome even like tougher situations. Not gonna lie. The place my brain used to go to immediately when I felt like I was doing something wrong while playing was, holy shit, no one's gonna want to play with me and I'm just gonna be like left out in the dust, right? No one's gonna want to play with me because I'm terrible. No one's gonna want to play with me because like, how is anyone gonna want to play with me if I can't even keep a ball in play, right? That's where my brain goes. That was where my brain would go. And I don't want that to continue. I don't want that to be the assumption because I don't know if that's what people are thinking. It might be, it also might not be. Because I think of, for example, anytime my partner thinks they're having a bad day, I don't even think about that. Like, I don't think like, oh, they're not passing good. Oh, they're not that. No, I literally just think, okay, how can I help them? How can I, if they maybe pass it a little off, let me bring it back. Let me just do my part to help them. I never think I want to stay away from this person and like fucking fuck them, right? So it's just, it's difficult because for such a long time, that was the normal assumption that I had, and that it was like a coping mechanism. It's like I wanted to reject the world before they could reject me. And anytime I thought I sucked, I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna play anymore because I'm terrible. But like, how the fuck are you gonna get better if you don't keep practicing, right? So it's been quite the uphill battle to really fight that because it's not easy when that type of shit triggers your trauma responses. It's not fucking easy. When the fear of being abandoned triggers your trauma responses, it is just so much more difficult to try talking yourself down and just play. Because yeah, it's the existential crisis, the person with the existential crisis in the fucking walls. Like, I get it, none of this matters, we're all gonna fucking die, who cares? I can fucking get wiped out in the freeway tomorrow on the way to practice. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. I understand. I'm choosing to make it matter because I care about it, and I'm choosing to care about it. And in choosing to care about volleyball, in choosing to care about this type of thing, I don't want to make it so that I care so much that I start caring about things that don't actually matter, like really don't matter, like the opinions of other people, or not even the opinions of other people, what I perceive to be other people's opinions, because that is just my fantasy land. I will never understand what's going on in someone else's head, just as no one's gonna understand what's going on in my head. And I really have to internalize that. And I feel like I'm doing a decent job at doing this. And also, like today, anytime I get a feeling that someone's trying to like comfort me when I like fuck up or anything like that, I always think like, it's okay, you ain't gotta do anything. Nobody knows how to like comfort me more than I know how to comfort myself, because for such a long time all I've had was me, right? So I think I'm doing a better job at not beating the shit out of myself, like already fucking curb stomping myself when I'm already down. Instead, I'm like, hey, let me help you out, let me get you some water and maybe some medical treatment, you know? I'm not the one shooting myself anymore. I'm trying to help myself. So that's been interesting. Also, fun thing that happened last week, my partner and I played our second game and we won in 2 straight sets. Woo! We were also playing in really bad conditions. There was a shit ton of crosswind. One of my serves straight up, I was sent it, I was right here, and it went like all the way to the other corner. It wasn't even on purpose. I tried sending it like over here, but the wind carried it to the left. That shit was a mess. But oh my goodness, there's like no proof of it because we didn't even record it. They just told us, okay, you guys are gonna play in the other corner. We were like, okay. And so we went, and I don't even know if it got recorded. I think the other team recorded it. It'd be so crazy if I actually got to see that footage. Even though we really were like, we are not playing at our best. We are just getting by. We know we could play so much better. But also we have to like remember, like, we don't play with crosswind that often. Where we practice, we barely get any wind. Today we got some wind, but that was like an exception, not normalcy or whatever. It wasn't normal. We don't normally get wind. We don't normally play with any wind, so the fact that we were able to like adapt to the wind that week was just, we were just trying to give each other grace. We're like, you know what? We did good. We did that shit. We won. So that was really exciting. Although since we were the 6 pairs, that didn't really count, but counted for us. So yeah, that's just my little, oh, my little baby girl. Y'all see her little beans? Y'all see her little beans? Oh, you can't really see her beans. They camouflage. Oh my gosh, I love you. Anyway, if y'all want to follow the DA volleyball team's journey and like everything, y'all should check them out on Instagram. Go for it. The account needs more followers. Go follow if you want. So yeah, I don't know. It's exciting to be playing again and taking every opportunity I'm getting to play. And I'm excited to continue playing and get better. And I'm also excited about how I'm getting better at dealing with self-imposed stressors. I think I'm doing a pretty decent job considering the fact that I had literally no one to guide me. I had to teach myself how to fix this shit. So, hell yeah, healing from trauma, let's go. It's a journey, it never ends. I joked around my therapist, I was like, it's like Candy Crush. You get to like level 1,000 and you scroll up and there's like a bajillion more levels. I don't play Candy Crush, but I know some of my aunts play Candy Crush and I've scrolled through that shit. Oh my God, does it really never end? It's kind of like life. But then like something takes you out, like you don't even know and you're just like deleted, you know? Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's some of the videos you guys can check out if you're feeling like it. See you if and when you choose to come back. Bye-bye. This girl freaking poked me. It's not that bad. It's like a little, yeah. I made it worse. Uy, cabrona con tus uñotas.